Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. 15, run. 15 on. Here we go. Fair, 5.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. On the ground, McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Ready, set.
50, Mike's 50. Here I come. Hey, check.
2. McCaffrey following the penalty. And some room to maneuver. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second and 1, Locke. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8-3. Roll out.
On second down, McCaffrey. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Lock's going to sneak it. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Raiders 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they do escape up the score.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. Going up top, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Watch the slant. Watch the later one. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing again. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
61, matchbox right.
A carry for the Northern California native, Devontae Booker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Got it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We go. 10-2, hard, hard.
This is McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's go.
On second down, here's Locke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Quit talking about it and bring it. -50. Here we go, D.
Throwing his Lock on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hey, 2. General West.
From the 40 now on second down. Locke. Johnson's got it complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, box truck.
Here's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guy. We'll get it at the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get it.
Carr going to throw. It's Williams on the catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
It's a gain of 11.
Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Finding Williams once more, complete. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
17 more yards. That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We're good. 180.
On 1st down, Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Carr now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Again, it's Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency. And this is caught inside the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Alone to the right is Jones. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check pass. Switch.
You draw quarter.
Check 4. Check.
Hey, Delta. Go. 5.
A final shot before half for Locke. It's caught. Smith.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Switch.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
We're good.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen... success occur.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke back near his goal line. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Come on, set. 5, 8, read. Cut, 2.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Locke now on first down. And he rips that one incomplete there. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Ready? 70, Indy.
It's our time, guys.
Clear. Hey, nice 7.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And the Raiders have got him. Tahir Whitehead. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Leo. Let's go. Let's now.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. You're out.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Smith. Ready?
From the gun on third down, Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's going to be a long run. Low. Bang, 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 bang. Check. Shift. Kill.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Broncos' 40-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Say. Lie down. Later one.
Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch the slack. Express.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
A big spot now for the rookie lock. They'll run with McCaffrey, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
McCaffrey, and an alley to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw in his lock. They set up the screen to Booker. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Come on.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Locke now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Check 9, check 9.
Chance.
Yo, Chief.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Check. 6'6", bullet high.
Get this work.
Hey, Raider 2.
Kill.
Hey, Wahoo.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Joker. Hey, switch gears. Showing it.
Check 37. Check 2.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Carr now on first down. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Carr to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Coming to you, coming to you.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, G.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, Alpha.
Check Mike 54, Mike 54. How you getting ahead? How you getting ahead? Mike 54, Mike 54.
Carr going to throw here. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 11. And the Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Raiders, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.